And now we're live. What's up, y'all? This is your homie and rap god Fantasy here. Welcome to another episode of Fantasyastic Shot Off series. I have a very special guest that will be joining our podcast episodes from now till then, until the other special guests will join in the future episodes as well. Please welcome to the special guest who's going to join me to be as a live podcast speaker, Zen D'Mar-Shin. Say what's up.
What's up, man? This is the one and only Zen D'Mar-Shin, and people may not have become as familiar with me because they didn't know me before, but they shall become familiar with me now. And so, this is the homie of me for a long time now. We've been the homies for like something like 14 years now. So it's really dope. You know what I'm saying? Living in the same neighborhood together, everything's all good like that. You know what I'm saying? So that, I apologize I was not in previous episodes. There was just things like that was going on and all that. But, yeah, I'm here now. So, we should begin, like, let's see here. So, the thing with that girl named Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was, like, out of pocket, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was totally, like, kind of, I don't know. So it's really fucked up. You feel me? Like, she was just went the wrong direction. Because, like, she did not, like, do like she said she would. Basically, she did the no call, the no show type deal. And it was just dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't text or call to let us know that she couldn't make it. And so she wasted her time. We've been waiting around for her to show up so then we could, like, do the interview and find out, you know, if she was a good candidate for the helping with the pole dance training class. And so the fact that she didn't let us know that she couldn't make it, that was, like, dead wrong of her. She should have just, you know, filled us in if she couldn't make it. You know what I'm saying? That was hella bad because, like, if this was a job, she would have been totally disqualified. She would have been like, okay, so you must not be serious about working with our organization or our company because you couldn't let us know you didn't make it, you know, and you could have just filled us in. There was no excuse for that, you know, and so she was really out of pocket for that because, like, it was wrong of her, you know what I'm saying? And it would have been nice to met her and see what kind of person she was and, you know, like, ask her questions about, what kind of experience she has, like, that kind of stuff. Find out, like, how many years she's been involved with pole dancing, like stuff like that. Find out about, the kind of things that she can, like, bring to the table, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so for her to not show up and not call, I mean, that was just really disrespectful of her, and and it was just terrible because, like, she was supposed to know better, and so, I mean, it's just like, screw her. Let's just move forward and forget about her because, she clearly has problems of some sort, apparently, because if she didn't, then she would have shown up or she would have called or texted. And the homie over here was trying to call her and find out what was up, and she didn't answer her phone. And she could have, listened to her voicemails and returned the call. She could have just said something like, oh, I'm sorry, something came up and I can't make it. Let's reschedule for another time. But she didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So because she didn't, that's what lets me and the homie here, Fantasy A, know that she was not taking this seriously at all. She's just kidding around and stuff. Like, we're too old for this crap. We need to have people we can trust that are dependable, that are actually gonna, keep their word and actually, come through and, talk to us and, like reasonable human beings that know, right from wrong and treat people by right and so on. You know what I'm saying? And so there was just really no excuse for that. If you like, I could go into detail about why I wasn't in previous episodes. So it had to do like that, like I had stuff going on in my own life and I kind of got late notice, and so I wanted to make it, but I just wasn't able to get to it because, you know what I'm saying, we don't all have cars. Some of us, we have to get around on the bus, you know what I'm saying? And if you ride the bus, you know how that can be really hectic and all that. So, yeah, I apologize that I wasn't on previous episodes, but I wanted to make it, but this is my way of making it up to all the listeners, and and so from here on out, I will be in the episodes with my bro here, and we're gonna like talk about whatever types of topics that are like important to us and so on, and so let's see, we could like get into the next subject.
All right, thanks, Zen D'Mar-Shin. Thanks so much, yo. Sorry about that, guys. He has a long introduction, but let's respect that. I respect the way he introduces. Yeah, like what LG said. Well, no, Zen D'Mar-Shin said. I talk about who I talk about in the previous episode of episode 11 and everything. So, I'm sorry, Jordan. We're gonna move on from you. And for all the female fans out there, I apologize the way I talk about Jordan. I'm very sorry. Let's ignore it and let's go move on from that. So anyway, I'm gonna tell you guys what happened this past Sunday I think it was on the 22nd of September. We lost to the Saints. My team is Seattle Seahawks, and I thought they were doing good, but the rainy day, it was sucked. They sucked so badly, y'all. But Saints did an okay job. But my Hawks should have like made it through and everything. So we're gonna move on when we playing against the Cardinals this weekend. So that past weekend. So and also and how do you feel about that game this past Sunday, Zen?
Well, I know that the Hawks did their best, or at least they tried to do, what they could. I mean, the Saints are a pretty tough team, as may be the case with a number of other teams. But the thing is that, I am disappointed it didn't really go as planned. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really could have whooped them and won the game. And honestly, it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, did they really bring their A game, or did they kind of, half-ass it a bit? Because, I mean, they really could have taught them, this is how we do for the C-Town, and we don't take any mess off any teams that come against us, that kind of thing. And so it was stupid of them in a way. Like, they did what they could, but those Saints, they were very pesky. They just would not let us score. They kept on like making those crazy interceptions and all that. They kept on stealing the ball away, and I mean, it's just pretty crazy sometimes. And so, I mean, I'm saying, as a fan of the home team, we always hope that our team will, defeat every game that we come against and win against our rival teams, and then you know what I'm saying, when we win, we're cheering, we're happy, we're like, yeah, good for you, we're so proud of you guys, like that's what I'm talking about. But when they make their mistakes and they lose out, it's like, come on, man, you could have did it. What the hell? Why didn't you beat that player? Like how did you let him snatch the ball from you like that? Like dude, like did you get your coffee this morning? Did you get your you know, your daily dose of your vitamin C or whatever else type of thing that you need, whatever you're into? You know what I'm saying? Like if you're into energy drinks, or if you're into you know, some type of breakfast thing, you know, get in your supplements or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, come on, people, you know how to play. Like, you can't let the Saints kick your ass like that. You gotta take these sons of bitches down. Like, you can't just let them like defeat our team, because you make us feel bad that our team lost, you know? And so it's like, no, man, like I want to see the Seahawks get some championship rings, you know? I want to see them get those Heisman trophies, you know what I mean? I want to see them be in the Hall of Fame. Like when are we going to see Russell Wilson or one of the other players like actually make it to the point of one of the greats from like a long time ago, you know, back in like our parents or grandparents' day, you know what I'm saying? Like we want to have Seattle be like Joe Montana, or, you know, way back when OJ was a good person before all the nonsense happened. You know what I'm saying? We want everything to go well with our team, so we can be the winners. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to always win, but damn, it'd be nice if we won more. You know what I'm saying? Like when's the last time that the Seahawks actually did that well like they need to? Like, we made it to the Super Bowl, and those goddamn Patriots fucking cheated and made us lose our game. And that right there, that shit pissed me off, bro. I was like, yo, we gotta like get them back for that. We gotta get back to the Super Bowl, and we gotta defeat the Saints, the Patriots, all those teams. I don't care who they are. We have to show them who's boss. Like, nobody messes with the Seahawks. We are the champions. Like that song by Queen, you know? We're not playing games out here. We gotta show them, like, yo, we gotta do like those wrestlers and be like, hey, we're there to slay the smackdown on their candy asses, you know? And like, you know what I'm saying? You mess with the rattlesnake and you're gonna get bitten. That's how we do them out here. You know what I mean? Hand it back to the homie now.
Thank you, Zen. Yeah, y'all. This is how, you know how these days were when we're trying to win some games. We don't have to win every game. We'll win like one game. We'll do one game at a time. Not think about winning. Just think about how much you accomplish the game. It doesn't matter. I have feelings, and Zen has different feelings, you know. Like what Zen said. Yeah, it kind of bothers me a bit about what's happening back at Super Bowl 49, and people are trying to get over that, and it still bothers the fans, you know, and everything. So anyway, yeah, so from now until the end of the series, I don't know when the final season of the Shoutout series will be ended, but Zen will be my special guest, a guest speaker. Him and I, we're going to have our own podcast series really soon. It's going to be in the same title, though. It'll be called Fantasy A and Zen's Fantasyastic Shout-Off Series Season 2. So, hopefully it will happen soon. Most definitely when he comes here to join me, all the special guests are always welcome to come. So, anyway, also, let's talk about this troll, James McKnight, and Zen will have some words.
Yeah, see, when it comes to James Spun, I mean, this dude has like literally no respect. I mean, You know, I mean, do you see what I'm saying, everybody? I mean, Fantasy A is a good person. He don't deserve to be came at like that. None of us do. You know what I mean? Like, there's just no excuse for it. And you know, and so it's just yeah, sorry about that. I don't know. Maybe you want to edit it out. It's okay, it's okay. Oh right, so yeah, just a slight hiccup there, but you know, it's all good. But let's get back to the topic at hand. The thing is that with James Spahn, I mean, the guy, he's just an asshole. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Fantasy A is a good guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's perfect, but it's like, bro, don't you see, he's just a young man that's doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He's out here hustling. He's trying to make a name for himself. He's about the positivity. And I'm the same way. You know what I'm saying? It's just that Seattle and the rest of the world and so on hasn't had the opportunity to witness my incredible talent of the music that I have to bring to the world. For them to like, oh man, he's good. He's tight. Of course I am. I've been doing this for a while now. The thing is I just didn't have my chance to step my foot in the door. You know what I'm saying? So the thing was that, you know, me and Fantasy A are gonna diss James McKnight, aka James Spahn or whatever, and we're gonna show him how we get down, because we don't play games with nobody out here. We don't care who they are. The thing is, you have to treat people how you want to be treated. And we're not bullies. We're not haters. We're not disrespectful people. We're trying to keep it positive. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to do our thing, and we're trying to live our lives, and we're trying to enjoy what we have in this world. We're not trying to be crazy and disrespectful and being greedy and all that other bullshit that people be on. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, when you get to know me, you'll realize what my style is and how it's slightly different, because, you know, I am my own individual, unique self. But the thing is that I ride for Fantasy A because Fantasy A is my dog. We've been homies for a long time now. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be like 15 years when next year comes. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I got my verse on there, and we're gonna diss the shit out of James McKnight. We're not playing no games with him, and we're not gonna play any games with anyone else either. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's gonna talk shit about Fantasy A or any of the other homies, then we're gonna show them how we get down. We don't play that over here, because, you know what I'm saying, we're good people and we deserve to be respected. And it's just like his motto says. You know what I'm saying? To be yourself, be inspired, and be respectful. And might I add, be positive, because without that element of it, the other stuff, people won't really pay attention, at least in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because how can you be respectful, be yourself, and be inspired if you're not being positive? You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to be positive as well. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, people are uninspired, disrespectful, and being fake. You know? And so it's just the reality of the situation, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're going to go in on him, and we're going to show him how we get down. And he better not act like a buster and try to diss us back, because we're going to have to, like, you know, do like the, you know, like the ninja style or the Power Rangers, the freaking DBZ, like, totally, like, crush that bastard. We're going to have to show him, like, nah, we don't do that dumb shit over here, you know what I'm saying? Because we have to, like, show them that you don't come at people with disabilities like that, you know what I'm saying? You don't like mess with people who ain't done nothing to you, because there's no reason for that shit, you know what I mean? Like, people have better things to do with their time than try to start things with other people, because it makes no damn sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, because we're just trying to do what we do. And we're not trying to give anybody any problems. We're not out here trying to start things with people. We're not out here talking about gangs and talking about drugs and talking about thoughts, you know, like hoes and all that. We're not out here talking about the nonsense like all these rappers that are on the radio and in the MTVs or the freaking Vimeos or wherever, you know what I'm saying? We were just out here doing our own thing, you know what I'm saying? Representing for the Seattle hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And show them that there's more to the rap than just Macklemore and these other guys that they're cool in their own way, but we have to show them that what we bring to the table, that we're gonna show them how we get down, and they have to recognize that there's more to the town than just one part. So I'm calling it to. You gotta understand, this representative is called him the fucking emperor. You know what I'm saying? All hail the motherfucking emperor. Zen D'Mar-Shin. Representing for Dogton, a.k.a. SEA. You know what I mean? What they call Seattle, the 206 style. Put it down on these motherfuckers. We don't play that shit, son. You know what I'm saying? And it's representing 90s style and take it into the millennium, because all this new school shit, a lot of it sucks, man. We want me down with the shit that sounds like the underground right about now. Because when they have lyrics and actual bars and storytelling, do it like the good homies, like Tupac, Nas, Biggie, Jay-Z, back like old school shit, like, you know what I'm saying? West Coast, East Coast, that's how we do up out here, you know what I mean? And a little bit, maybe a little bit of like some Midwest or some, if it's somebody like Ghetto Boys from down south, or like Bone Thugs and Harmony from the Midwest and Twista and such. But you know what I'm saying? But when it gets down to it, we just have to mix the styles together. Conscious, a little bit spiritual, a little bit of gangster, just in the sense of letting off our aggression in our lyrics instead of being crazy, getting violent and shit. Because we don't support none of that gang life shit. We understand that people have a hard time, they're struggling, they're hustling, they're trying to get by. But at the same time, we want to promote the positivity. We don't want to glorify the negativity, you know what I'm saying? That's what we really saying, you know what I'm saying? We represent for the people that's like downtrodden and trying to make it through life. People get depressed and they get stressed out and everything, and have like some glimmer of light so they can look forward and look ahead and really enjoy life to the best of their ability, you know what I mean? Just not let nothing or nobody try to hold them back, you know what I mean? And so like when people like come against us, that's when we have to band together and support the unity, you know what I'm saying? Represent harmony and peace and brotherhood and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? How they did back in the day, like with Soul Train and all that, when it's like peace, love, and soul. You know what I mean? That's how we put it down out here. Except we're in the fucking rap music, you know what I'm saying? But we're not like on that negative rap. We're like on the positive rap, you know what I'm saying? The rap that really shows them how they get down. When they showing this, we gotta go back to the old school way when they had a message in their rhymes, when they talked about real life shit. It was like poetry and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? That's stuff we have to get back to that, you know what I'm saying? We have to move away from everybody repeating themselves and talking about materialism and talking about, you know, the aspects of life that are just crap, you know what I mean? Because we're not getting anywhere off of what we're hearing off these guys, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to throw shade on people like Lil Wayne or 2 Chainz or anybody, but we need new shit that represents for like how the old school, you know what I'm saying? We gotta put it down, like show Seattle is like the new Bronx, you know what I'm saying? Representing like coming from the roots and show them how we get down when we talk about real stuff, talking about more to life than just gangs and drugs and women that are, you know, in the corner in the club and all this other shit, you know what I mean? We gotta show it to the old school. But back to the homie now.
All right, thanks Zen for all what you're saying to all the audience here. And also, Zen and we're going to put out the diss track of James McKnight really soon, coming soon in about 2 weeks, yo. And also, unfortunately, we're out of time. So, thank you for joining us, Zen, and thank y'all for listening to this awesome podcast episode. I'm sure you guys enjoy Zen's introduction podcast talking that he had. Get a good job. And give him a hands and an applause, shall we? So anyway, if you want to go subscribe to my channel, come subscribe, see more of my videos, all my stuff that I've been up to and everything else. And also don't forget to subscribe to Zen D'Mar-Shin's channel as well if you want to check out his music and everything else and support him. And him and I will start our own podcast together, and I don't mind him have his own podcast episodes too, and I'll help him and send him those videos too. So anyway, y'all, thanks y'all for listening, and we're gonna wait until the next episode for episode 13. So y'all have a fantastic day. My motto to y'all to remember is to be yourself, be inspired, and be respectful. Peace and
Soul and love.
that's right. And see y'all next time.